Hello and welcome to the Drawing Animal Podcast with Wesley Bear. I'm your host, Wesley Bear, and on today's episode, we will be talking about the pumpkin toadlet. So, the pumpkin toadlet is a very small little toad from Brazil's Atlantic rainforest. So, if you picture the big, huge Amazon in central Brazil and go more southwest toward the coast, southwest toward the coast on the other side of Brazil. That's where you'll find Brazil's Atlantic rainforest. It's still a part of the overall Brazilian rainforest, but it's a bit more mountainous and kind of gets further up into the hills. The mountains there can be about 700 meters above sea level, but again, that's not very high and it's still very thick with cloud and rain. And that's where the pumpkin toadlet lives. Now, the pumpkin toadlet is very, very small, being only about zero point 0.7 inches, so definitely a very small toad. It is noted for being orangish yellow in color and having a few warts right behind the head. So that's kind of what distinguishes the pumpkin toadlet um, from other similar-looking small frogs in South America, but definitely one of the absolute smallest in South America. The pumpkin toadlet is kind of a unique species. Again, very much like the pebble toad I talked about a couple of weeks ago, where they basically are mostly walkers rather than hoppers. This is due to the fact that um, while they may not uh, be in an environment where hopping is uh, not necessary per se, they do have the slight uh, problem of basically being not very good hoppers. This is due to um, their inner ear. So, your inner ear is, of course, and all, the bones inside it are what responsible for giving you balance. So basically, it's a toad that falls all over itself. It's not very good at hopping, so it prefers walking, and it's just due to size. There's nothing kind of imperfect about those bones, but the size of the bones plus the liquid rate within that inner ear are just too small to really provide the necessary balance for it to be much of a hopper. Now, being orangish yellow, and of course a bright color in the green Brazilian rainforest should tick you off to the fact that this may not be altogether a problem as pumpkin toadlets are poisonous. They contain poison, which is a tetrodotoxin, which is a form of neurotoxin. So those toxins that cause nerve damage, that's what is within a pumpkin toadlet. So there's not much to worry about, and when you flash your bright orange yellowish colors to signal that you're not much in danger from at least most animals. Um, so yes, the pumpkin toadlet kind of avoids the need for even hopping when you got such a poisonous skin. Um, so pumpkin toadlets uh, are not highly social, but they will come together to mate. There's two ways that pumpkin toadlets actually advertise themselves. One is that males will produce these 6 minute long low frequency buzzing sounds um, to attract mates. Also, they if you put pumpkin toads under a black light, you will notice that their bones are UV. There's almost a translucent nature to their skin, and you can see the UV bones underneath. Now, This may be related to socializing and attracting mates. They're not sure. No one's quite sure why this is, but it's definitely a unique feature. Um, after uh, a male attracts a female, they will, of course, get together. She'll lay some eggs and he'll fertilize them. Now, this takes place usually between the months of mid-October to mid-March. Um, so the male will fertilize the eggs in a what is a 64-day cycle in which he will produce about 5 eggs per cycle. So there will be about 5 eggs every 64 days, and then they will roll those uh, eggs underneath in the thick, uh, rich soil of the undergrowth and basically leave them. There's basically no parental care in pumpkin toadlets. Um, After a couple months, they'll hatch and they'll, of course, grow to the size of less than an inch. So, not much growing, but there will be, of course, a bit of growing. Um, they actually live pretty significantly long lives for a frog that is, or toad that is so small. They can live up to 6 years in the wild and about 12 years in captivity. So that's pretty long considering just how small and kind of insignificant they are. They don't eat very much, of course, but what little they do eat is they will eat insects or arthropods that are smaller than them. And that's pretty much it. Again, predators are very few just due to the nature of their toxin, but some birds have been known to hunt them. Um, there's not too much also risk in terms of endangerment. There's still least concern, though, of course, being the Brazilian rainforest and the forests of South America in general, there is, of course, threat of habitat loss, but overall, the pumpkin toadlet is still doing okay in the wild. So there you are. There's the pumpkin toadlet, and I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to you all. I just wanted to say thank you all for listening. Thank you for being a part of this show and being willing to at least listen, even if you only listened a couple times. It's a great benefit to me and a comfort knowing that so many of you at least hopefully like this show. And I know some of you have given me feedback, but if you could please, if possible, leave a comment below and just let me know what you think of the show and if you want to offer thanks or if you want to be critical and have some advice for me, that would be great. Any sort of feedback would be great, and just having listeners at all is really, really appreciated. And I also want to thank uh, God and Jesus for giving this opportunity and for talking about his wonderful creation and thanking God for his wonderful creation and all he shows us every day. There's just so many amazing things that he created, but we can take comfort in the fact through the demonstration of what is uh, Jesus did for us that he loves us even more. And we look forward to being with him and living in a new and restored creation where we can celebrate one another, be in the presence of him, and even enjoy creation as it should be. Uh, Isaiah 11:6, all the way through, I think it's verse like 14 or 15. So if you just read that, Isaiah 11:6 through 14, uh, very comforting passage. And so, yeah, just wanted to thank him for giving me this opportunity and thank him for his wonderful creation. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. Sorry, things didn't work out last week. I had some things come up, And who knows what'll happen this season. I'm trying to finish my book, and there'll be things probably that'll be delayed in the future just due to some things that have come up. But just wanted to thank you all for listening, and I'll let you know and update you should things change. And I am looking forward to hopefully doing more things in the future next year. So look forward to that. Just thank you for listening. And of course, as always, if you're looking for a gift for the holiday season, you can get my books, the Crazy Creatures series on Amazon under my name, Wesley Bears. So thanks so much and have a wonderful day. Enjoy nature, enjoy drawing, enjoy God's creation, and have a wonderful day.